What's up, world? Yeah. Coming to you, what do I say? It's your boy Sway from MTV News. The game is over. It's late Saturday night. We are back with episode 67 of Knifey Lion Radio.
Ooh, baby, we are the gift. First place forever. Ooh, yeah, we are the gift. We made it 40 deep with a team that's in the lower leagues. In case you haven't heard, we're major and the knife is first.
My name is Jonah, reminding you to, if you want to, there's no time limit on it. Go ahead and buy one of those Frankie Amaya shirts. I've made enough to buy at least 2 large pizzas, and I'd like to buy 3, so get on it. It's the pinned tweet. Go check on it. Joining me tonight, not in studio, far across town on the west side, it's the Zach.
Good day. Jonah, you sound like a real vet.
Pardon?
Like a vet. You sound like a vet.
I don't know this word.
You know, like a vet, like a veteran.
Okay. I'm trying to
You
remember.
sound like you belong.
Yeah.
Vocal out there, you look like a vet. How did it feel to make your debut?
I look like a what?
A vet.
I don't know.
A veteran, you look like a veteran, like you belong.
Yeah, well,
I like this. He didn't have a good way to transition out of it. What did Kendall tell you about to give you any advice? I wanted to be like, I'm 34 fucking years old. I don't need any advice from Kendall Austin.
Lindsay's awesome interview with
VD.
what the fuck's his name?
VDW. Call him V-dubs. Yeah. Not joining us tonight. This guy's in Montana. I don't think he's committed enough to the podcast. It's Nick from soccer. Although, to be fair, I didn't ask him if he wanted to call in, which is what you're doing.
I have a feeling he didn't watch. I think he's knee deep in some soup right now.
Disgusting. Got to get that tested. Yeah, that's true. He was not responding to our group text, so the odds of him watching. There's nobody insulting Rashawn on the text, so he must not have been watching. But tonight we get the duty to talk about the 2-1 close one against the Toronto FCs. And what else? We're going to do pick an FCC
MANNN
of the week. There's a few choices for this week's. Hopefully Kevin will have a brand new edition of his segment that is called with the name
Kevin's in the last minute. Hope we get
And lastly, there's some news. I guess we'll talk about it in this week's edition of
POTPOURRI.
Oh, Zach, anything first before we pay the bills, baby?
No, hit me with it.
It's 10:30. So if you're out there Monday morning and you're an FCC fans, hey, they should really write me a new speech. It's kind of lost all its mojo, but the deal is just as good as ever. Do you want to show your pride in a whole new way? Because now you can with the brand new FCC Visa debit card from First Financial Bank. Zach, have I told you about this?
I forget.
Oh, man. Well, not only does the card look awesome, but it gets you discounts and things like FCC tickets and merch. Am I forgetting a part? That feels right. I'm doing this off the dome now. It feels right. Because it does. Gary's on it. I don't know if you guys know that. But to find out how to get yours and to see account terms and conditions, go to bankatfirst.com/FC Cincinnati. First Financial Bank. Go ahead, Zach.
Member FDIC.
Yeah. And what else? Oh, yeah. So if you stayed up late, we're talking 10 o'clock to watch this game tonight. You get into the John Hart's Cave of Wonders. Zach, did you listen to the podcast last week?
Yeah, I did.
Did you notice anything about the Cave of Wonders?
No.
Forgot to put the delay on it. I sound like an idiot. I had delay on like everything before it. And then I'm like, John Hart's Cave of Wonders. So it really loses some sting.
Well, you also said Frankie Amaya, so you are this week's of the week.
Well, yeah, I didn't edit last week except for putting in the segment sounds and putting in some delay, so wasn't really on the ball.
You forgot to put in the man.
Well, I'll tell you what, based on the listens, nobody cares. Seems like we got our base. We're not growing. We're not slowing. Right there. I just about caught up to Kevin's episodes. So feeling good. Feeling good. But let's get right into it. And Zach, before, do you have a bunch of headlines ready to go for this one?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah, game ended 20 minutes ago. Let's get into the FC Cincinnati for the first time ever playing in foreign soil. And they look like they meant it. Came out with a starting lineup, and this one was wild because apparently on the broadcast, this is the one. Well, actually, can we even trust him? Tommy G tells us 5 guys are hurt. It must mean 5 guys are perfectly healthy. Got everything else wrong that night. Interesting starting lineup. TT's back. Waston, the debut of what's his first name? I want to say Kyle.
No, it's Michael.
Is it?
Yeah, Maikel.
Yes, Kyle Vanderwerf. VDW, as everyone's calling him, V-dubs. Hoyt.
What always pops in my head is Blair Vanderwoodson from Gossip Girl.
Always pops in my head. Too.
Amelia, you know what I'm talking about.
Amelia, I don't know, weren't enough dragons in there. Did she say she doesn't watch Game of Thrones? Or am I making that up?
I don't know.
Ulloa on the right, Stenko in the middle, Cruz on the left, Lamar, Rashawn, and Ledesma. Zach, a lot of times I say, what do you think? And it's roughly the same thing we've seen a couple weeks in a row. But this was a little stranger, so what did you think?
Well, we never know the fucking injury status on this team. So I was surprised to see Adi not on the bench once I saw Dolly was starting. Sad to see Amaya wasn't playing. It didn't look like a bad lineup, but I was just confused.
I want to say this before I forget it, but I don't remember who told me, but the last home game, did you hear Stenko threw up again?
Yeah, I told you that.
You told me that. Did we say that on air?
We did.
This is good radio. It's not radio at all. But yeah, did they say Adi was hurt? I didn't see him on the injury report. I could have just
he was
okay.
with a calf.
Oh, my sources are saying a Chinese second division team. I don't know if you.
Yeah, honestly, the first thing I thought is if Adi is fucking off to China, you're gonna have to fucking.
I wouldn't mention it. I wouldn't even mention he wasn't on the team anymore. Yeah, lettuce bragging about Ron Jans. You weren't first. You weren't first at all. Fuck you. So the game gets started. It looks like all these games start, We're kind of sitting back and they're getting most of it and we're hanging on and nothing crazy. TT had a few punch outs. How'd he look for you in there? Got involved a little early?
Yeah, this is the best he's looked, I think. He didn't really stress me out much. There was one time he did come out kind of slow where he didn't charge out. He came out with his paws out and that was kind of scary, but no, he looked good.
Big Mickey Mouse hands. Yeah, it's not like Spencer. He hasn't been doing too great at coming out of the box, so we can't really say that's a strength of Spencer. He's probably had the most scary moments of any goalkeeper this year. But
I was gonna say Spencer is what's the word? Don't cut this out. Spencer is the benefactor of getting peppered with shots all the time. So he has a bunch of Hollywood saves. So his highlight reel would probably look better, but no, he's been pretty bad at coming out at times. It's cost us a couple of goals, actually. He's also terrible with his feet. There's been a scary moment in just about every game that he's played.
Yeah, I'm not sure he has control of that back line.
No, and that's what it could just be a coincidence. It helped. Our new center back was great tonight, but TT is definitely vocal, and when he screams, he's actually screaming. And
I did actually catch him on the mic a couple times. You could hear him. And he kept calling VD Dub a vet, and he just kept turning around. What are you talking?
Is this? But his one save, the one that deflected off Hoyt, and he had to reach back with his left hand, was fucking outstanding.
Yeah, when it was live, I was like, "Oh, I really made a meal of that." He should have been easy. He was in position, and then you see the replay, and as Tommy G would say, "A lucky bounce" or "unlucky." He slid in and made Justin Hoyt does something good in the back, slides in and blocks it. Luck be a lady tonight. They're dancing in Toronto. But yeah, so then of course I sent you. Did I send you the message?
This is great. What?
I can't remember if I tweeted or I texted you. I basically said, I said every second that we're not having conceded a goal feels like, feels like a gift. And then as I'm sending it, the corner kicks in the air and they score a goal. Apparently that one was deflected. I never saw a good replay of it. Do you even remember how that
Not
one
a deflection,
went in?
but the original header doesn't go in, but then it's a little flick on off the top of whoever's head. I don't know who didn't get up for the first one, if it was Stanko maybe.
Lasso gets it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, not to skip ahead too much. Then their second goal was, I'm going to go back, but their second goal was out the door, cutting back and from a long distance, having a fucking amazing shot. So they had other chances, but they're 2 goals. If you take away, but it didn't feel like we got totally sliced up like we've been doing the past few weeks.
No, and Altidore did have a lot of space. You can tell Hoyt passed them off to whatever the new guy's name is, and
V-dubs.
And he didn't really close him down, but it's one of those. He was a long way from a goal. It was a fucking incredible shot. Again, it was out so far, and VD Dub was right there to pick him up. He just hooked it perfectly. What can you say?
I'm just happy he's out there on the field after. I know he'd been freed after he killed that woman in Barbados. What was that story? That's not where it was. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Yeah, Jorn Vandersloot. They don't look dissimilar. Natalie Holloway, Aruba. God.
Yeah, I remember.
There. Chippy first half, and it seemed like no. Go ahead, Vandersloot talk.
No, I was just thinking about the photo of Nancy Grace that I kiss every night before bed.
It felt like we often feel like we're egregious or not, but I tell you what, we're not picking up a lot of the calls.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was the difference in the game, but
it was one of them. I think we've been pretty good on the pod not to blame referee decisions for our terrible record, but man, tonight was rough. I thought it was fucking brutal.
They could have easily gotten some earlier yellows. Bradley deserved a yellow. And then, maybe they play a little bit different. We get a couple free kicks closer to the box, which we look like we had a few chances on, but
yeah.
no. But
there was multiple times where Cruz went down, and especially the one where he got hurt. That's a fucking foul. Deplan's yellow was harsh. Yeah, I don't know.
I would really like to see if Ledesma doesn't bury his goal in the second half. Does he call that penalty live? I'm not positive he does after everything he let go.
Yeah, that would have been a clear penalty for me. It was frustrating.
But is there anything else that you remember before we move on to our much better second half?
Yeah, one standout is Ledesma. I've never seen him sky a shot like that one.
It was a great chance. It was a USL goal probably. And he ended up having overall, he had a good game. Obviously, he had the goal, but he was feeling himself later. But it's been kind of frustrating to watch him this year after last year, him just burying so many of those. So you can't really blame MLS for the defenses are better, but he's had a few of those chances where he could wind up on his left foot and just fucking cannot get a hold of it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just putting a little too much behind it. He needs that MLS power,
Deplan got a yellow card in the 43rd minute. Yeah, he was frustrated because they called him for that soft one, and his yellow is because he kicked the ball away after that. And I love it. He can do no wrong with me. Zach, Deplan's dick in perfect condition, are you? I was worried, when he goes out with a seemingly non-contact injury. Or it was contact, but it was early. But he's back. Everyone else is hurt, so we would have been really fucked without him.
I think Stack put it in the FCC Instagram story. He went in for the deep tissue massage, and
I think Stack
came out 100%.
Put that in her camera roll. If you know what I'm saying. iPhone, baby. I'm talking about. Oh, then the second half begins. It says in temp state, Caleb Stanko left-footed shot from outside the box. Had a real rip on it.
Yeah, I thought their keeper kind of overdid it. But
it's one of those ones where they say, "Oh, great save," but if that ball goes in, he looks like a fucking loser for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happened. But overall, second half, I'm putting the pressure on a little bit, and then a Darren Maddox substitution.
Well, wasn't Josie's goal was before that sub?
Backtracking a little bit. What was that called?
Because remember, we like looked great those first 4 minutes, and you said like, "Oh, these first 4 minutes we're dominating." I'm gonna turn it off and assume we win.
So I'm looking at the ESPN thing, and they don't put they have an icon for all the fouls. They have an icon for a save. They have an icon for a corner. They don't have an icon for a goal. That seems fucking stupid. Yeah. So after we come out in the half, we look good. We got the pressure on, and of course, I tweet, "We've been dominating." First 3 minutes, gonna turn the game off immediately. Then that out the door goal happens. We kind of talked about it a little bit. I mean, it was a good goal. You can't really be too upset about it.
No.
Was there a headline about it? I just really put it on the spot.
Yeah, out the door, more like out to lore. They'll be talking about this goal for ages.
It's pretty good.
That's off the dome.
It's pretty good. Vandersloot, more like Vander. Aruba. But yeah, so at that point you're feeling like, oh God, we played good, but the way these games have been going, we hold on for a while and then the goals cascade. But it didn't happen. I don't know if you guys heard this. Darren Maddox comes in, replaces Rashawn Daly, and within a few minutes, 2 to be exact, there's a break down the goal for a sec.
I don't know. Something happens. Alan Cruz gets the ball, cuts inside, barely gets the pass off, gets clobbered, and Ledesma, the rare right-footed goal, kind of sliced it in.
Cruz gets into the box, gets taken down. Looks like a PK. Does not matter, but hopefully it would have been called. But Ledesma was feeling it. I was feeling it. And just the way the game had been going, Toronto hadn't been. This wasn't us versus fucking LAFC or something. This felt like I could feel it. I could feel it in the grasp.
Yeah, it wasn't like the Revs either. When we were 2-0 down, we stuck with it and like turned it on. Especially Ledesma. You know, Maddox came on as a sub last week. It didn't look like this. Alan Cruz also, man, all those guys. You know,
like that hair was slowing him down last week for show. Yeah. Oh,
and I texted you. I was like, we just got to keep pressing. It's been like that all season. It's always beneficial when we do it. I don't know if it's a fitness problem or what. Or this point in the season, almost all is lost. We're down 2-0. Just fucking roll the dice, push.
Yeah. After that goal, there was already the headline from the Toronto Gazette. Did you see it?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Oh, it's okay. It was Emmanuel, well, how the tables have turned. Ledesma's strike turns the tables on Toronto. It didn't have an ending. Really hadn't thought past Emmanuel, well. But let's
Do you see this one?
Oh, please.
On Breitbart.
Oh, God, they're getting into the soccer game now, too?
Yeah.
What was it?
It says, America hating... what's his name? I can't read this.
Vanderweer?
Vanderveer joins the squad. Won't even recognize the word veteran.
So trashy. Did you see this one from the Cincinnati Post? I swear it's not me. Vanderweer screams out as he's dragged away for the murder of Natalie Holloway. Story at 11. This is a weird thing for a newspaper to say.
I know you noticed it early in the first half. Someone's butt kind of bumped into Ledesma, and he fucking freaked out it's like a bee stung him in the hip.
Ledesma wastes no time to lose all respect from the other teams. It's amazing. Yeah. Then at the end of the game, when they don't want to show him any love, he's like, "What is going on? Shake my hand."
Why won't he shake my hand?
He must say some really foul shit out there. I love him. Love him.
But the one guy who was like seemed cool with him was Bradley. I think they all made a meal out of that Ledesma Bradley thing.
Yeah, well, Bradley is on the ground, and then something happens. We don't see it on camera. They probably had a good shot of it, but, the crew in the boxes doesn't know what they're doing. So we miss it, but we see Bradley fucking popped up faster than I've ever seen in his life and run over. So I was like, what? What was the magic word? What could Ledesma say that would make Bradley pop up like that? That's what I want to know. That's the good stuff. But what else? We should talk about the next 10 minutes, 10 or 15 or so, Ledesma really feeling himself and playing some great balls, switching field, just looking, like I said, he was really swaggy out there.
He was. He had the one really good ball on the ground to Lamar, who skied about 4 of them.
Lamar also got a great ball to him earlier in the game and then tried to, like, I think the first half actually, and tried to, like, play it off his chest or something and then played it off his shoulder and it went the complete opposite direction.
And Ledesma had that chip over to Alan Cruz, try the bicycle kick.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it looked like he had about 2 more seconds. He did not know, but it was a decent.
You could have told him he had 5 seconds. It was there for him.
That's true. No, if he connects, there was a chance, and that would have been fucking amazing. And then really, as the game went on, things get chippier. And I really I wanted that goal. And the point, would have been great, whatever. But I wanted that second goal, and I wanted Ledesma or someone else to get fucking in someone's face. And I dreamed a dream. But what else do you see for the second half? We had some chances.
We did. Deplan had that one.
That was a solid rip on the replay.
He didn't have any.
Not a lot of spin on it.
None. So it was kind of a knuckler. We needed just a little hook on it. What else? Ledesma's free kick towards the end. Deplan got ahead on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A better game.
There you have it.
We were okay. Not terrible. Oh, and then at the very end, I think in extra time, they back past the Toronto's keeper. Darren Maddox chases it down and blocks it. Goes out for a goal kick, but in another world, that goes in for a goal. Yeah,
and we kind of texted about this. There was another one, clear back pass to their keeper, who just plays it with his feet, reaches down and touches it and doesn't pick it up, kicks it around some more, and then picks it up. Darren Maddox seemed to be the only one aggrieved. I'm like, that's a game changer, Jonah,
I missed the nexus of that, so I'm taking your word for it. I'm going to put a bow on it. 2-1. Compared to our other games, there's no real moral victories, but we're capable. If one day we'll get our best players out there. And I was thinking during the game, man, I miss Greg Garza. He'd make a big difference.
Yeah, no fucking shit. Imagine now. Obviously, God, I gotta learn this guy's name.
V-Dubs.
Vanderwerf. Number 1 choice for sure. He had some really good moments in that second half, especially, and played some good balls. And you could see him getting frustrated at times with our midfield not showing for him. If he needs Frankie out there, I'll see what we're all about.
He got a little into it with that guy at the end, which was kind of dumb. But I was like, all right, fucking mix it up, bro, Aruba style.
Yeah, but this was Nick Hagland's worst game. You know what I'm saying?
TT's best. Wait, he was in there. Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly, even if he was exactly the same player as Nick Hagland, the balls that come off and the balls that are won, Nick just looks kind of awkward on it and doesn't look confident. And I know that's not as important, but I'm just saying, even just visually, just how they control their bodies out there. It's okay, this guy clearly is not afraid of any of this shit.
The real question is who's going to be in charge back there. So I think Kendall likes to be the alpha. I don't think this guy's going to want to hear that shit. But
well, he's not very good at English, so that could get Kendall speaks Spanish too, with half our players. So
if we had our number 1 back line back there, Deplan out on the right instead of on the left, and Garza on the left, man, win the league.
Oh, for sure. No, but it is true. You can see it. These pundits who keep telling us that we're bad, even though we're historically awful, but they don't get it. They don't see what I can see, and I see it. I see the future. But let's. There's some more stuff that happened in the game. Should we do man of the week, or should we talk about? I guess we talked about that interview. TT. We're not gonna have a styling section, so let's just talk about Cruz with his styling, Zach. How about that, huh?
Yeah, the little
spinner dink,
and then and a good ball, of course, comes to nothing.
Was Powell hurt too?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, this fucking trainer, this Man United trainer. What the fuck is he doing to these guys?
I don't think you can see the chart on the wall. I don't know what chart. I'm just trying to squeak in a short joke somehow.
Yeah, but Cruz would have been the styling on him. On the flip side, Ledesma, I thought he had a great game, but his touch let him down tonight a handful of times, which is abnormal.
Yeah, he was fine. He'll probably be man of the match. Well, actually, I don't know. So let's go ahead and pick our FCC
MANNN.
Insert sound effect here of the week. Few choices. Can't give it to Amaya this week, unfortunately. Although, no. Zach, I'll let you go first. A few choices. You got Ledesma scoring the goal. You got Mr. Hustle Maddox coming in and showing what he's all about. Stanko trying to play through the pain. TT coming in there having a pretty good game.
Alan Cruz having a good game.
Cruz.
Ledesma having a good game.
The new guy, Vandersloot.
New guy. Hoyt, you got some blocks in there too. Wow, but you can't give it to everyone.
Do we not name Rashawn? You gotta love what Rashawn did out there. We don't need to talk about it.
Rashawn's worst game. You can really see the golf in skill between him and Maddox with the ball at their feet.
They're very different, though.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Adi has a great game tonight. The way
Let me
we played.
propose something. I might be crazy.
Oh my!
Deplan goes out with a dick injury. He's already back, but Amaya's out with a groin injury. Do you think they had a quick surgery? Swap.
Like face off. Well, there's only one person who can answer that for sure, and that's whoever the hottest woman is. Toronto is. Whoever's at the OVO club tonight, the hottest woman. So whoever Miss Toronto is, let us know. Not saying anything about Frankie.
Or the most average girl at MLTs tonight. So Frankie can't drink.
He just waits outside.
Sure.
Let me find that. Do you remember Joe C from Kid Rock's crew?
Yeah, isn't he dead?
Unfortunately. Let me get his line because I think this might apply. I can't remember the beginning. I only have the punchline. Man, Kid Rock fucking sucks. Search for dick. Let's see. I'm a freak hoe. Call me sick. 3'9" with a 10-foot dick. Ladies pick. I'm a crazy hick. Old as piss, small as ass. Watch me pass, smoke some hash. Wait, hold on. I gotta keep going. I gotta finish this. You're raking grass while I'm raking cash. High ass voice like Aaron Neville, and I'm down with the devil.
That's a good one.
That's not too bad. R.I.P. Josie. Anyways,
I don't know much, but I know I heard.
don't you hate Aaron Neville? I'm remembering that you really dislike Aaron Neville's voice. That was a thing.
Yeah, I do. Brian Stiegel, man, he's got the best Aaron Neville impression. But
So an Aaron Neville concert inside of a Michaels might be your worst thing.
yeah, the smell of a Michaels, the sound of an Aaron Neville, and I don't know, the visuals of Pat Brennan. No.
Harsh.
I'm just kidding.
Harsh but fair. Did you pick someone? I don't remember.
I'm gonna give it to Alan Cruz. He's my favorite tonight.
I feel like we've given it to Ledesma this year, haven't we?
Yeah,
All
for
these
sure.
games. I'll give it to Alan Cruz. Alan Cruz, you get to be the FCC of the week, and that comes with a $3,500 prepaid First Financial Visa debit card from FC Cincinnati Bank at FDIC. Come pick that up anytime. I got a pool. It was pretty gross today. I vacuumed it out. Water levels were a little low, and it got a little cold. It only takes a few days for that thing to get cold, but it's going to be hot tomorrow. So if you want to stop by, if you're catching the red eye, come over tomorrow, hop in the pool. But yeah, congratulations. And now there's a few of them. How about this week's Smash? Zach, you already mentioned it. Kendall Waston going through hard on our boy Michael Bradley.
Yeah, that's mine.
Hate to see it. What else was there? There was the one, I don't know if I want to save all my Tommy complaints for later or just bury them deep down inside. But there's one where who got the yellow card against Pozuelo? And then
Victor.
Yeah, Victor. Pozuelo jumps 3 feet sideways. It was a foul, but I mean the guy really saw it, and they give him a yellow card. And they show the replay. It looked worse live. They showed the replay, and you could see him like jumping away from him. And Kevin wasn't buying time. He's like, oh, guess there's no doubt about it now.
Yeah,
And
well,
I think he thought Kevin was going to say that, and then he had to go with it because he doesn't know anything.
Kevin
about
laughed because it was so egregious.
Yeah, but Tommy took it backwards. Like, I know,
Tommy
right?
took it the wrong way, and then he had to was like, I guess we won't agree on everything. I was like, well, I'm not trust the guy who has like the slightest clue about soccer.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that normally he's a Incredible Homer on stuff. He's like, oh, well, there's nothing in that. And then sometimes like, whoa, baby, there was a lot in that. But this is definitely a case of he thought he was agreeing with Kevin beforehand, and then he didn't. He was like, I have to pretend I have my own opinions. Yeah. And then at the end, when he's like, well, expect something like 2 to 3 minutes of stoppage time. Oh, 6 minutes is right. Perfect timing. It's all love, baby. It's all love. Zach, any other thoughts? DEKEL smashing, the chippiness overall. I enjoyed it. I want someone to take a swing.
Yeah, I did. There's some players on that team are really, really easy to dislike. And I know we've got those players on our team, but I didn't think Ledesma was all that annoying.
No, unless,
He's been worse, for sure. Maybe he said some shit that we've got no clue about. But, God, I don't know. I already loved him. I like him more after tonight.
The fact he can inspire such hatred is good.
Says a lot.
Yeah, like I like when he's playing for the U.S. and he's getting shitty with all the other players. I like it, but I don't like it as much when it's like our team. Stop it. Although he wasn't the most tonight. He didn't. There was nothing too.
No,
crazy.
he wasn't. He seems like he's pretty reasonable. Michael Bradley, I've got some disdain for, but out the door, he's fine for me.
Out the door, more like
out the door, more like out to lore.
Yeah. Okay. It really took me on a journey. But hey, it's time for this week's edition of
Kevin's MLS Minute. Hope he can explain Kevin's MLS Minute. It could get a little strange.
Kevin. The glow is slowly wearing off your guest hosting stint. Now you're just another face in the crowd. But I hope you got a good one for us this week. And your time starts.
What a wacky league, MLS. 2 best teams in the league, San Jose, New England. San Jose might be scary in the playoffs. San Jose's probably going to be in the playoffs. Bruce Arena's a pretty good MLS coach too. I wonder what it's like to buy a big DP signing. The rich get richer. Turns out LAFC had a DP spot. Petke suspended by MLS. Shocking. League's Cup is stupid. Unless we actually merge Liga MX and MLS. Throw in the CPL and USL as well. MLS is scared to ban Nazis. Not afraid to ban anti-fascist symbols. Columbus Crew won again. Sucks. Carlos Vela, his haircut sucks. It's getting worse. Can't swing your elbows in soccer. Definitely can't hit people in the face. Unless you're Zlatan. Then you can break skulls. Literally. Just don't make a banner about it. Anyone else excited about the All-Star game? Me either. James O'Connor gets to coach against Atletico Madrid. MLS is a weird league. The skills challenge will be fun. I have no idea when it is. I don't care enough to look it up. I'm sure a highlight will be on Reddit. 2 more signings, please. They don't have to be Dutch, but I won't complain.
Yeah. Talking that MLS shit. Loving it.
Yeah.
Yep. Zach, how about my video, huh? Did you watch that? Hell is real. Hold on. You know what? Save that thought. We're going to talk about it in this week's edition of
Potpourri.
Yeah, we're in Potpourri. Put out a Hell is Real video. Top 5 reasons Hell is Real derby. Do people call it that?
No.
Because I really went for it. Said derby a lot. Why it's the best rivalry in Major League Soccer. All the answers were tongue-in-cheek and really just an excuse to make up stuff and make fun of Columbus. What'd you think?
Well, that's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I talked to Dad today. He said he was worried about you getting sued
by Dow Chemical.
slandering the owners.
Oh, they were cool with building napalm, so I think Dow Chemical is cool with all this other stuff. Also, it's stuff at the end about am I saying it? How do you actually say it?
Nordecki?
Yeah, I'm stuck with Nordecki then. Okay, the Nordecki about them having a huge fund of money. That is true. They've stuffed their coffers with
Chris Koifer from Glee.
Yes.
Speaking of voices I hate.
Tell me about it. Don't. But yeah, they do have tens of thousands of dollars. So fuck them. That was true. Smash corporate supporters groups. Sure.
Don't you have a Dick's discount? That's like the same.
Dick's discount?
Dick's Sporting Goods? What have you guys got a discount with? Soccer.com.
Yeah, they didn't give us any money. God bless them. What else? Yeah, so that's coming up fast. Zach, you got a ticket. You're now coming to Hell is Real. How you feeling?
Yes, this will be You, me, and Nick, we've never gone to a game together. No,
Away
we drove
game.
to.
No, yeah, we've been to Louisville, haven't we? Huh?
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, did
so,
we?
yeah, we did. And Megan.
Oh, right. Is she coming? Oh, yeah, we got a coach. Meanwhile, Zach, we finally got our man.
Oh, yeah.
Ron Jans.
I'm real excited.
What do you know about Ron? You checked out his record?
Yeah, for sure. He has never gotten more than 40% win percentage.
Neither have we.
No matter where he is.
Have you seen?
I don't know that really has any bearing whatsoever on what we should anticipate here.
No,
So,
it couldn't hurt.
no, I'm gonna be hopefully.
It couldn't hurt.
I'm gonna be optimistic.
He's
Basically,
looking forward to a project. Apparently, he wanted to get back in the game. He's been a technical director recently, and his heart's in coaching. He likes coaching up guys. He apparently likes taking guys who nobody believes in anymore and making people hopefully believe in them again. Voice crack. But if you search Ron Jans on YouTube, you'll find, I don't know if this is just like a Dutch thing or it's specific to Ron Jans. There's like dozens of Ron Jans music on there. It's like videos of Ron Jans sent to techno music. There's videos of him dancing. There's Ron Jans songs. Have you looked into this, Zach? I'm not playing you for a fool here.
I haven't. I will as soon as we get off the phone.
Okay, great. So, there's at least some love for Ron Jans out there. There's videos of him dancing. The Jans man. And then, before that happened, I somewhat predicted it. A lot of people predicted Ron Jans to be it. So I put up a little meme. Ron, I didn't add the S. Ron Jan Cruyff Shop in the style of Ron Jan Surf Shop. Put that one up. Said I'm going to be selling these at Coney Island every Tuesday. That was a lie. And someone sent me last night, Cincy Shirts was producing a Ron Jan, what do they call it? Turf Shop shirt.
Turf shop. Yeah.
I think you and me were mostly in agreement that it was a low-hanging fruit idea. But I was still like, geez. So I had to tweet about it. I didn't tag Cincy Shirts in it, but I should have known my people would tag Cincy Shirts. And we're basically like, fuck you, Cincy Shirts. I was like, oh boy, has this escalated. But eventually I told them they could put the shirt back up. I said, it's cool with me. They said it might look bad. I said, you know what? It's fine. Put it up. They asked if I wanted to cut. You know what I said? It's cool. I don't. Just put it up. I said, just put a link to the KLR podcast in the description of the shirt.
Did you tell him, you know who wanted to cut? Deplan. He cut his dick off and switched with Frankie Amaya.
Yeah. As Miss Toronto would say, what am I dealing with today? So confused. I thought about 10 more things I could say about that. The dick part. It's better just to leave it in the dust. But yeah, we got a coach, and he's either here for 18 months or possibly longer.
Possibly forever.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume this was not so long DeMay. We'll see him Saturday probably, right?
Yeah, I feel like they haven't even announced him yet. So
yeah,
he's not been at training or anything. So yeah, that would be kind of weird. So yeah, I expect we're still getting the DeMay away for one more week. Zach, I know if we got one more week, we don't need to put a bow on it, but I want to put a bow on the DeMay way. It might not even be the DeMay way anymore. It could be very well true that our new tech Gerard has been telling him it's the Gerard way. So
let's see what you did there.
We'll carry on. I've made it several times.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought tonight was our, like, attacking wise, our second half was like one of the best. God damn it, I can't fucking speak. I shouldn't do this from home. It's more stressful from home than it is in your presence.
Sorry.
I thought we moved the ball around better in this second half than maybe since his first game.
Yeah. The man's been dealt a harsh card with the roster and things. He hasn't covered himself in glory either, but I'm not going to write the book on the DeMay way until he's at least 33.
No, I'm not either. It has been really brutal on him. Like, that Gold Cup really fucked us up.
It's funny because I remember hearing at the beginning of the year, like, well, we're going to lose all these guys for the Gold Cup. And in my head, I was like, who gives a shit about the Gold Cup? I was like strong on that. I was like, who cares? And then it was happening. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
At least I know one.
Chelsea, I remember, they used to just be stacked with African players. And then that Cup of Nations would come up and they are fucked.
Yeah.
For an expansion team to have that many internationals in the Gold Cup, I mean, I don't know the ratio, like, us compared to other teams, like how many, like, starters were lost, but, like, we were up there.
Yeah. It was pretty
and
rough.
tackle on some stupid shit. Like, I don't even know if we ever talked about this on the podcast, but letting Bertone go on a planned vacation during the Gold Cup.
That was
Insane.
unfortunate. I guess it was in his contract, but
I know, but just look at the dates first. And like, how about like 3 weeks later?
that's true. And then he's like immediately gone with the yellow card thing and a broken groin too. I don't know whatever else he had, but yeah. So that happened. That wasn't the only thing that happened this week. We said temporarily, but probably forever, goodbye to our dear friend Forrest Lasso. He of Lasso Longball, loaned out to Nashville SC. Zach, did you cry? Did you laugh? Did you all of the above?
None of the above. I don't know what I feel about it. It is. I don't know. I don't want to be a hater, but that's his level, I think, unfortunately. And like someone said this on the internet, like it seems like he's like a real young guy, but like he should be in his prime right now, really.
Yeah. No, he's older than Caleb Stenko.
Yeah.
No one's talking about Caleb Stenko developing more. But yeah, I did see a decent amount of those on Reddit. They're like, this is good. He gets some playing time, gets a chance to develop, come back. I was like, what world are you living in?
Yeah.
He's not Frankie Amaya, folks. This guy has been around the bush. And I think if Hagelin's playing very well and we have V-Dubs and Waston, if he's like our fourth rung center back, that seems acceptable for MLS. But if we don't really need him, or if he's not doing anything for us, let him do it something. He's a great USL player. That's true.
Yeah. The problem, he's not versatile enough to keep him on. If he could move out like and play left back or right back, then you'd say like, all right, maybe there's room for him, just especially this season since we had so much trouble with Garza's injuries, then question marks about Powell, Duplan playing out of position, but he can't.
But yeah, so goodbye. Actually, it was the former FCC Derby tonight. Lasso versus Patty Barrett and Indy 11. 2-0 Nashville. Wow.
Oh, baby.
Not Patty. Who's it? Lasso with the clean sheet.
Did he play?
He started.
Nice.
Zach, anything else crazy happened this week? We got a coach. We lost a game.
No.
How about that Mueller hearing? I couldn't watch too much of it. It was
Mueller.
Mueller.
It was
a hoot.
Mueller.
I'm not sure where I stand on all this stuff yet.
I'm not either.
Still making up my mind.
At work, I have to hear the fucking holy triumvirate of Glenn Beck, Rush, and Sean Hannity in a row. It's brutal. But it really fucked me up. Rush Limbaugh was like, the lives that have been destroyed by this Mueller investigation. And he's like, Paul Manafort. Like, whatever else. I'm like, come on.
Paul Manafort, absolute Boy Scout before this. Got dragged through the mud. Watch this.
Stick to sports.
Yeah, for sure.
KLR, please.
All right, final thoughts on the week. What's good, world?
American hating Vanderveer won't even say the word veteran. Has teamed up with the squad.
Oh, what else? Did you see it? I don't know if you watched the halftime. They're like, here's the scores from around MLS. Oh, here's the sprinklers.
But it wasn't.
No. They tried it at halftime, didn't work. So I don't know if it's like contractually obligated. They have to, so then in the middle of the game, you can see they cut to the top of the stadium shot. You can see players running around. Like, here's the shot. Here's the scores from. It's like, dude, there's a fucking game going on. It's cool. No, it's cool. I was hoping we missed a goal there just so I could have something to be mad about.
Yeah.
But look, I'm mad anyways. Next week, we're coming back home. Vancouver. It's the Koch Derby. In the pod Derby. You excited for that? You gonna be there? Huh?
I'm not sure. I think I will, but it depends on. I'll be with child. We'll see how it goes.
Ouchie.
Josie Ouchie door.
More like Ouchie lore. This guy's a legend.
For getting hurt.
Classic Saturday night episode. You
Yeah,
gotta
really
love
good.
it. Shouts to Nick. Whatever you're doing there. Hell yeah. Zach, final thoughts?
In our season full of moral victories, this is our biggest one.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. All right. Well, my final thought. Last place forever. What's his name? V-Dubs forever. What's his name? Ron Jans forever. Portside forever. Buy a Frankie shirt. Rise together. Rise together. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I was dreaming of the past, and my heart began to lose control. I began to lose control. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry I made you cry. I didn't want to hurt you, no I didn't. Just a jealous guy. I was feeling insecure. You might not want me anymore. I was shivering inside. I was shivering inside. I didn't mean to hurt you, and I'm sorry I made you cry. I didn't want